Let's read a story today, and this story is called Mulan. And you may have actually seen the movie Mulan. Like a powerful dragon, the Great Wall of China winds its way across the land. It protects the country's farmland and villages, its family temples, and the miles of bright green rice paddies. All along the wall, soldiers stand guard. They don't suspect that this great barrier is about to be crossed by an army of Huns led by the ferocious Shan Yu. Here's the picture. As you can see, the guard is standing on the Great Wall of China. One afternoon, a young woman named Mulan sadly returned home from the village. Making a good marriage was the way a young Chinese woman brought honor to her family, but Mulan's meeting with the matchmaker that morning had ended in disaster. Her father, Fa Zhou, sat with her. With kind, loving words, he assured his daughter that she, like the late blooming blossom that proves to be the most beautiful of all, would bring honor to the family in her own time. As you can see, Mulan is sitting there with her father, and she looks sad, but her dad told her that she's like a late blooming flower that would be the prettiest of them all. Boom, boom, boom. Suddenly a loud drum summoned everyone out of their homes. The Huns have invaded China, a messenger announced. One man from each family must serve in the imperial army. When the Fa family was called, Fa Zhou handed his cane to his wife and stepped forward. "No, father," cried Mulan. She knew her father was as brave as he had been in his youth, but he was no longer strong. He would never survive a war. And there's that picture. That's when they come and tell everyone that the Huns have invaded China and that one male from every family would need to fight in the war. And Mulan's father, even though he wasn't strong like he was when he was young, he volunteered to go. But Mulan was sad because she knew that her father would not survive the war. It rained hard that night. Mulan went to the family temple, lit incense, and prayed to her ancestors. She made her decision. "I will take father's place," she said. Mulan took Fa Zhou's sword and cut her hair short. Then she put on his armor. Disguised as a man, she rode her horse Khan into the storm. A tiny dragon named Mushu raced after her. He wanted to regain his position as guardian of the Fa family. "I'll make Mulan a hero. That will show the ancestors," he said. A cricket named Cricky hopped along beside him. "I can help," he chirped. "I'm a lucky cricket." Mulan wasn't sure what to think about Mushu and Cricky, but she knew she needed all the help she could get. So as you can see in the picture, there is Mulan on her horse. And that's Mulan with her dragon. And right down here, it's probably kind of hard to see, is her cricket, her lucky cricket. When Mulan reached the army camp, she reported to Captain Shang. Shang was the son of General Li, leader of the Emperor's army. It was Shang's job to train the new recruits to be good soldiers. "What's your name?" Shang asked. "Mulan." Mulan made up a boy's name. "Ping," she stammered. "My name is Ping." The recruits had trouble with the training exercises. The most difficult test was retrieving an arrow from the top of a tall column. No recruit had been able to do it. Clever Mulan finally figured out how to use strength and discipline to get the arrow. Everyone cheered, and in time they would all learn to be good soldiers. So here is a picture of Mulan with Captain Shang, and here is the test where Mulan had to go all the way up the pole to get the armor, and she actually passed the test. One evening, Mushu and Cricky overheard Chi-Fu, the Emperor's aide, talking to Shang. "I will report to your father that your men are not fit to be soldiers," he said. "We can't let him do that," said Mushu. "How will I make Mulan a hero if she never goes to battle?" So Cricky and Mushu wrote a note and delivered it to Chi-Fu. The note read, "You and your men are needed in the front at once." You can see Mulan's dragon right there. And the man delivering the message. It's kind of weird, he's riding a panda. But whatever, wants to ride a panda, I guess he can. Shang set out immediately with his troops. Soon they came across a burned-out village that had been attacked by the Huns. "We must go to the imperial city," he said. "We are the emperor's only hope." The men trudged on. Suddenly, hundreds of flaming arrows flew down at them. Shan Yu's Hun army was charging toward Shang and his men. "Fire the cannons," yelled Shang. Soon only one cannon was left. Mulan looked up at the snowy mountain peak and got an idea. She grabbed the last cannon and fired. The cannonball slammed into the mountain and shook the snow loose. An avalanche thundered down and swept the enemy away. You could see Mulan, and she used the last cannonball, and she shot it up and hit the snow and the mountain, which caused an avalanche to bring it all down on the army. Mulan leapt on her horse and raced across the snow to Shang, who lay unconscious. She quickly lifted him onto Khan's strong back. Khan skidded dangerously on the steep slope, but the other soldiers helped pull them to safety. When Shang came to, he noticed that Mulan had been wounded. She was taken to the medic's tent. Later, the army medic reported startling news. "This soldier isn't a man, she is a woman. Serving in the army as a woman was a crime punishable by death." "You deceived me," Shang told Mulan angrily, "but I will spare your life because you saved mine." The troops marched off, leaving Mulan behind with Khan, Mushu, and Kriki. As you can see, Captain Shang left Mulan alone. Even though Mulan saved him from the avalanche, when he found out that Mulan was actually a girl, he was pretty mad. Mulan was about to head home in disgrace, but then she saw Shan Yu and 5 of his soldiers at the top of a cliff, heading toward the imperial city. They were still alive. Mulan galloped off to the city. There she found Shang and told him that the Huns were on their way. "You lied once," Shang said. "Why would I believe you now?" Later, during the victory ceremony, Shan Yu captured the emperor. Mulan saw Shang frantically trying to break into the palace. "I have an idea. We can get in," she called. So you can see Captain Shang didn't believe Mulan, said that she was lying because she lied in the past about that she was a woman, and she claimed that she was a man. That's why she got to the army. And there's another picture of Mulan. Mulan dressed her 3 soldier friends, Yao Ling and Qin Po, in women's clothes that they could fool the Hun guards. Shang followed them, and they quickly overpowered the guards. On a palace balcony, Shan Yu waved his sword at the emperor. "Bow to me," he demanded. At Mulan's signal, the rescuers stormed into the room. The emperor was taken to safety. Shan Yu was furious. He charged to Mulan. Mulan ran in search of Mushu. "Quick," she told him, "I have a plan." She sent him off with Kriki to the fireworks tower. Mulan ran through the palace, making sure that Shan Yu was following her. Then she led him onto the roof. Mushu landed on the roof with a rocket tied on his back, and Kriki lit the fuse. The rocket crashed right into Shan Yu. Mushu jumped off, but the rocket carried Shang Yu away toward the fireworks tower. Kaboom! A spectacular fireworks explosion dazzled the city, but Shan Yu was no more. The emperor bowed to Mulan. He gave her Shan Yu's sword and placed his pendant around her neck. "You are a hero," he said. "You have brought great honor to your country and family." Then the emperor asked Mulan to join his council, but Mulan chose to return to her parents instead. So you can see the rocket with the dragon attached to it. Mulan lit it, and it hit the Hun, which destroyed him. The emperor was so proud of Mulan that he actually gave her a medal and then asked her to be on his council, but she decided to go back home to her parents. Soon Mulan was back at home, enjoying a happy reunion with her family. When Shang arrived, he had realized that Mulan was a very special person indeed. "Would you like to stay for dinner?" Mulan asked Shang. Shang accepted with a smile. Mushu was ready to celebrate. He was a guardian once more. "Send out for egg rolls," he cried. So you can see Mulan with her father and Captain Shang and the dragon and the cricket, and her father's happy and Captain Shang is happy and Mulan is happy as well. And that, my friends, is the end of the story.